when I frame this question, how do you talk politics or family? I immediately go back to a dinner. It wasn't a dinner I had. It was a dinner that Socrates had. So let me just set the scene. So in Athens, about 380 years before Christ, something is happening. And what's happening is the Athenian philosophers in the Lyceum, their school, their methodology, which is essentially a very calculated, inductive taxonomy of logic. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to walk you through an argumentation to come to a conclusion, and they're literally trying to sort of like build it up, right? And they're trying to make sure you agree with every definition, that you agree with every term, because what they're trying to do is not just win an argument, they're trying to essentially inform assent. They're trying to get you not only to say what they're saying is right, but that it's good, beautiful, and true.
Wow.
Now, at the same time, there are other speakers in Athens, and the politicians are employing these philosophers and speakers. They're the sophists. And the sophists are appealing to wisdom. The word wisdom in ancient Greece is Sophia. And actually the Athenians break wisdom down even more, which we can go into. But the sophists say that rhetoric is the art of persuasion, and that what their job is to use beautiful words to win people to the position of the person who's paying them. So they're like the most disingenuous, like, I don't know what they are, but like, the most disingenuous for-hire guns to win people over.
Yeah.
And the Athenians, Socrates really takes offense at this. And Socrates is like, yeah, but that's a cheap shot. If the goal is just to win an argument, you could do that by putting a weapon to somebody's head. But isn't it better to actually get assent? So in other words, one is to trick a person into a belief. Another model is to force a person into a belief, or another model is to deceive a person into a belief. None of which really demands assent, because you're asking them to agree with something that's not actually true.
Right.
Or if it is true, you're not taking the time to bring them to your position. So anyway, so at this dinner, a foreigner shows up, and the foreigner's name is Gorgias, and he's attracted to Athens because
this is the book.
This is the book we're
named
talking
after
about.
him.
Yeah, so it's the dialogue.
I just bought it.
Yeah, okay. We were talking about that last time we were at lunch. So, is dialogue possible in an opulent society? Is sort of the theme of it, right? So, anyways, the foreigner comes to dinner, and he loves Athens because of the intellectual formation that they have. But he's really drawn to the sophist. And so this debate ensues. And he's asking these questions, saying, well, isn't it better just to, in the least amount of words, get a person to agree with your position? And Socrates and Plato's there recording this dialogue. Socrates is like incredulous, saying, but what if what they're bringing them to is not true? What if, see the danger in that? Like, so he essentially says, your use of rhetoric is not an art, because your use of rhetoric is being used as a tool for persuasion, as opposed to doing the work it should do, which is to appeal to someone's intellect. And so they get in this debate about what is the nature of rhetoric. And I think it's really helpful here. I know we probably didn't think we're going to go into 2,500-year-old philosophy from Plato's dialogue, but we're going there.
I love it.
Because really, to get a handle on it, I think it's really important. So, Gorgias says this. He says he likes the sophists for two reasons. He thinks they're effective, one, at conveying their position and winning people over for it. And he loves the fact that they appeal to pathos, that they constantly appeal to emotion. And so they have this dialogue. What's the role of emotion in a debate or in an argument? And Socrates again goes back and says, no, look, it's not a matter of just appealing toward their character, or ethics, ethos, or their emotion, pathos. But those things must align with the logos. It must align with what's actually good, beautiful, and true. So he makes this audacious claim, simply this, that at the end of the day, you're not trying to win an argument. At the end of the day, you're not sparring over an idea, right, which is what the sophists do, right? They would and we do this in modern debate, right? We take a position whether you agree with it or not, and you try to defend it. He says, no. What authentic rhetoric is, you're not trying to win an argument, is you're trying to gain a person to your side.
That's right.
You're think of it that way. Like, I want more than anything else, if we disagree, is not only for us to come to some agreement, but for us to enter into a friendship so that you can understand my position. And if I've arrived at the truth, then help you to, help accompany you to arrive at that truth.